Alright, so the big news is out. The cat is out of the bag. Square-Enix will be a part of E3 2021, which is really cool because they have got so much stuff that they've got coming out, going to come out, that they're planning. I'm really excited to kind of see what they have in store. But before we get into all that, if y'all would subscribe to the channel, throw a like on the video, click the bell to get all notifications when I'm going live with videos, or I'm going live with live streams, so you all can get everything I got happening. And also make sure to follow me right up here, Kaufman20XX on Twitter and Instagram. Keep the conversations and the memes and all the good stuff rolling on there. So let's just jump right into it. I'm on videogameschronicle.com. They had the big scoop, right? I think the interview was with them. I don't think they're copy and pasting the interview from somebody else. But it says Square-Enix is due to have some sort of presence at E3 2021. Its president has confirmed. Speaking in an interview with Nikkei, Yosuke Matsuda was asked which Square-Enix titles he was looking forward to in 2021. Outriders, the release of which was postponed, was released April 1st, Matsuda replied, and Nier Replicant version 1.22474487139 will also be released in April. In addition, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade will be released in June. We'll be announcing the rest of the lineup later, and we're also planning to make an announcement at E3 in June, so please keep your eyes peeled. So that to me tells, okay, so they said they're going to announce the rest of the lineup later, and then they're going to make some special announcement at E3. So that's two little drops they're going to have for us. Look, E3 is not that far away. I mean, I think we're like, what, 6-7 weeks from E3? It is coming fast. It's approaching. So let's dive into this a little bit. So if you all have followed my channel for any amount of time, you all know the big three games that are about to fall out of my mouth that I think could have a really big chance of having some kind of presence or presentation at E3. The most obvious one, Final Fantasy 16, right? The hype is unreal for that game. Can't wait to see more, because they were smart. They gave us just a little bitty taste at that direct. That was it. And then they released some character stuff and some information. That's been it. They've been totally silent, and that's the way to do it. That's absolutely the way to do it. Hey, we know what's coming. We know kind of what we're getting. We got a taste. Please be excited, right? Please be excited. Number two, that you all know is probably going to fall out of my mouth. Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. Final Fantasy VII, whatever they want to call it. I don't think it's going to be called Remake Part 2. I'm almost 100% sure it's going to be Final Fantasy VII something else, right? I almost feel like we're getting a teaser trailer. I almost feel like it's a lock. We're going to get some kind of teaser trailer for that, because it's the same month Intergrade comes out. But again, Square-Enix likes to honey dick people, right? I love Square-Enix, but let's call it like it is. They love to honey dick us on stuff. So they might not. Now, here's the big one. Here's the big one. And this is why I say, if you all follow me for any amount of time, you all know Chrono Trigger. There has to be some kind of announcement for Chrono Trigger. Okay, so Square-Enix has never been hotter as a company than they are right now. And I've been following Square-Enix since they were anything, early 90s, Super Nintendo, you know. I've been following them since, you know, Chrono Trigger, you know. Video game magazines, always seeing when Squaresoft had a game coming out, all that kind of thing. So, and I can tell you, full fact, that worldwide, this company has never been hotter than they are right now, putting out the quality releases that they're putting out. You know, they're putting out, you know, they just put out Outriders, which I haven't played it, but people seem to like it. They're putting out the new Nier game. They're putting out Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, on top of all the 90s remasters and stuff they've been releasing over the past few years, 90s, early to mid-2000s games they're remastering and re-releasing. This company's never been hotter, and I would dare say this company's never made more money than they're making right now. I would love it. I would absolutely love it if they announced some kind of like Chrono package where they were remastering Chrono Trigger, Radical Dreamers, and at least give us a release for Radical Dreamers because we never got to play it over here, right? Like legally, never got to play it over here. And Chrono Cross remaster. Oh, chef's kiss, baby. All three of those. And then, oh wait, there's more. Some kind of like Chrono Trigger remake or some Chrono sequel. Like that ties the story up. Because Chrono Cross, you can argue that it ties the story up, but it doesn't tie the story up in like a satisfying way, right? I think there's a big opportunity to do something with that franchise right now. I mean, with everything they're working on, that game is so popular and so beloved and so well accepted by the gaming community. Universally, people love this game. It's one of the most beloved games of all time. I put it up there. I mean, it's my 1B right behind Final Fantasy VII. And Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past is up there. Those are amazing, timeless games. And Chrono Trigger is in that conversation. There is no way in hell they can't know this. So I'm expecting something. I'm not hopeful or wishful for it. I'm expecting something. When you put out a statement like this, you know, basically, please be excited. We got some cool stuff. You know, we're going to announce. We got some big announcements we're going to make at E3. I don't know if they said big announcements, but that's kind of the vibe that the interview gives, right? So I'm going to say they're leading us down the trail saying they've got some big announcements. I love Square-Enix. It's one of my favorite publishers in the world. They're right up there with Capcom. They're right up there with, well, it's not Konami, but I love some of Konami's games. Like Castlevania is one of my favorite franchises of all time. So I don't like Konami. I love Castlevania. But, you know, I say Capcom, Square-Enix, they're up there right now. And, you know, you throw people like Naughty Dog and stuff like that in there. But, like, companies that have been around for a long time, you know, staying power. Square-Enix is up there. And I'm really, really hoping they bring it on this announcement. I really hope they bring it. Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2, quote unquote, enter title here, or Chrono Trigger thing. One of those three things we're getting. I almost feel like it's 110% lock we're getting Final Fantasy 16 at this thing. 110% lock it in right now. Yeah, I think that's a lock. I don't know if Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 will be announced. I feel like there's a good chance that we get like a title card and like a quick teaser, like a quick stinger with a title card and the name of the next game. You know what? I would put that up there. I would put that up there. We get a quick stinger with some voice or whatever, a couple quick shots maybe of the world, right? Of Gaia. Maybe some highlighted points or like highlighted areas, and then fades to black. Title of the next game. That's all you need. That's all you need. That's all you need. So, but we'll see. But Chrono Trigger, it's my love. It's the top. It's on the top. Square Enix, do the right thing. Get it done. Quit stringing people along. Get this done, because it's criminal. It's criminal that they just neglect this series. But anyway, post your comments below. Let me know what you think the Square Enix has coming at E3. And like I said before, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell for all notifications. Follow me on social media. And until next time, be safe out there. Be good to each other. And keep rocking. And I'll see you on the next video.